All right, I'm going to spend the next few minutes and help you review how to connect Heliox when you're doing mechanical ventilation. Now, the first thing you're going to need are the Heliox tanks. And if you come up here just a little bit closer, remember that the tanks are brown and green in color. And we also have a special regulator that is brown and green as well. And actually, come back on me just a little bit. We have some of this tubing here that there's a couple of sets in the PICU custom made for putting Heliox in with mechanical ventilation. Now, one thing I want to just kind of clarify here, that's when you're working with Heliox, the green oxygen tubing, we're really not going to even use it at all. Everything we're going to kind of use what used to be the medical air tubing, the yellow tubing would normally go. All right. Okay. So now the things that we need, obviously, you got to have your tanks, you got to have your tubing. This is in the PICU equipment room. You'll also need a short piece of yellow tubing. This is going to be right with this other tubing as well. So these two are going to connect like right here. So you're going to have to connect these tubes together. All right. So I'll go ahead and do that for you right now. We'll just kind of get this connected. And the other thing, let's go backwards just a little bit and kind of maybe look right down here. We're also going to need to use this, okay, the oxygen analyzer. Now come back on me just for a second. We'll need to use that because when the ventilator is going, it's not going to actually show us a monitored FiO2. So that's why we're going to need to do that. All right, so coming over here, so what I've done, normally we have the yellow tubing with the water trap attached automatically to the servo, but for the purposes of this training, we're going to remove this. You're not going to use this piece. So in its place is the other end of this yellow tubing. All right. So what I'm going to do now is to stop over here and I'm going to plug it in. Okay. So hang on just a second. So you'll just kind of plug it up like this and then make that connection tight. And again, so I'm making this tight here. The one thing I want to clarify, the oxygen tubing here, the green, come back on me just a little bit. We're not going to be using the green tubing for this part. All right, so now we have connected the Heliox tank to the ventilator, and on the next video, I'm going to show you how we're going to actually set up the ventilator itself.